Thanks for being here. Very proud. We have a lot of respect for the personnel and the team we just played, especially on defense. There's a couple guys that have received some recognition and well-deserved. However, I thought after a slow start, the offensive and defense lines took over the game. If you do that without turning the ball over, usually you'll win. We still have some weaknesses. We worked so hard at trying to develop a passing game, and I can't say that we did it successfully. However, it's still a work in progress, and we're going to keep grinding and keep pushing that because at some point we have to be a balanced team. We're not there yet. So got a bye week coming up. For the guys that played a lot, I'm going to give them Sunday. They have to come in and just get treatments. Monday is a lifting opportunity for them. And then we will practice Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of this week. And I told them, I explained to them the bye weeks there's no rights around here. That's earned time. And if we didn't play well, we would have been in tomorrow working and going all week like we normal work week. But those guys earned it, and I'm proud of them. And two big ones left.
We'll open it up with questions. Clay, over here to the right.
Yeah, congratulations, Clay Hall, ABC 6. Troy Smith told me today he thinks Braxton could be the best quarterback ever here if he continues to work. Does he still show you things, the escapability, the 50-yard throw across the field, that he's progressing? And
the area where we're not efficient enough is a drop-back pass, and we have to. Well, he's not a drop-back passer. You have to be. That's not acceptable. And the guys around him, we've just got to continue to get better. That's on offense. I'm really disappointed in that. I mean, the play-action game's pretty solid. That's what you've seen. Those plays those aren't drop-back passes. Drop-back passes are the third downs, and also on first down, you have to be able to take the pressure off some of the other areas of the team when you just drop back and be able to throw some quick game, and we're just not there yet. And but those are strong statements. He's a sophomore in college, and we're still trying to figure it out, and he's trying to figure it out. But I love his effort, and he played well.
Left front, Bill.
Bill Rabinowitz, Dispatch. What did you like most about what you saw today, and what troubled you?
Our start, I can start with the negative, and that was the way we started. The fact that our kickoff cover team let a couple out today, and the silly penalties on defense by one guy in particular that I'm going to evaluate that. We're going to have a chat because that's not, you'll lose a game in a tight situation. You do that, and that's not acceptable. What I like best about it is when you control the line of scrimmage, and we're I mean, are you kidding me? That offensive line, I keep talking about it. And they ran for I think 330 yards, and just where they've come from. Think about if it's almost overwhelming if you think where they were first week of spring practice to where they are now. I mean, I'm talking where they were in January, December, when 4 of them missed my team meeting, and then they missed again, and then we had to do a little 5 a.m. For a week because of them. That was because of the whole Black Week or whatever they call it, the Black Wednesday, or I guess that was a Bowling Green. But the week when we had them out in 10-degree weather trying to make a decision, either quit or stay, that was because of the offensive line. And to think where they're at now, and they just got called out in front of their group, and those are good guys. Those first 5 guys are really good guys.
Far right, Tim.
Yeah, Tim May, Columbus Dispatch. Urban, there's a good chance you guys could be in the top 5 tomorrow at this time. Does this feel like a top 5 team? Do you feel like you've had some experience with highly ranked teams?
Yeah, I think so. I think today's performance was a top 5. You'd like to end it a little better instead of a fumble return for a touchdown. But it's certain areas, no. But when you can control the line of scrimmage, that's usually a top 5 team.
And quick follow. John Simon, the whole defense today, the front, just talk about how they kind of got after it. And are you seeing the effort now you were hoping for from that defense?
I don't know if it's – I guess there was a couple effort to games where I was really – Indiana, ever since the Indiana debacle in the second half, I've seen pretty much 4 to 6 seconds. And I see a lot of hard coaching going on, and that's what I expect out of our staff.
Back left, Doug.
Urban, Doug Lamarisa, Cleveland Plain Dealer. To be 10-0 at this point with 2 big ones left, what do you think this bye week now will allow you guys to do? Is it a good time for you guys? What do you want to get out of this? With you've been dinged up at times and that kind of thing.
Well, everybody get their body weights back up. This is the first year these kids have to deal with a semester. They're hitting the wall, a lot of them, on how long they've been in school. I guess that's what I keep hearing that word. So we can unhit the wall for a week academically, get that in order, and then also just get your weights up, get your bodies right. Usually you get that about week 6, 7. This is the first time Coach Mick and I are going through our history, and we've never had a 10-week straight through. And so we're going to get them healthy and hopefully get Sabino back.
And you guys had Rod and Carlos in the backfield together a few more times today. You hit Rod on the 50-yard touchdown out of that. Just what does that look give you when you can put, you know, two big tailbacks like that in the backfield together?
It's a great look if they're good players. You know, that has always been in the playbook. But we never had enough confidence. Now we do, so we're trying to find ways to get our best 11 guys on the field. It also gives you a terrific. We ran a bunch of different unique plays out of that set that set gives you, because you have two runners that can go either way. And it was a real, I think, very productive set, and I think you'll see more of that.
Right in the front, Bob.
Bob Hunter, Columbus Dispatch.
Hi, Bob.
To follow up a little bit on what Tim said, you're 10-0. You could be in the top 5. When you look back where you started with this team, are you surprised that you're 10-0 at this point? And are you still see like real areas of concern to be 10-0 and maybe be a top 5 team in the country?
I'm never really. If you asked me in spring, I said no. I don't think we are. But then I don't think about those kind of things, to be honest with you. It's just trying to get a first down and get to the next week. So now that we have a chance to take a deep breath, Dan, I don't want to just disregard the question. I don't know if I even really thought about it. And the second part of the question was?
For a 10-0 team that could be in the top 5, you have more concerns maybe than you would.
Yeah, I've been fortunate to have a couple top 5 teams, and this probably has more holes than those other ones. However, there's also some great performances. So we are going to dwell on the weaknesses, because those weaknesses get exposed when you play two good teams like we have to finish the season.
Back left, Austin.
Austin Ward, ESPN.com. Urban, you mentioned like Sunday practices, you're having to send the young guys out to play each other to get some reps. How badly did you want or need a fourth quarter like tonight where you could send Dunn, the offensive line, out there to get some live work? Yeah, I was disappointed we didn't get that. You know, usually you try to get one or two of those early in the year, but we were so lousy that it was hard to do that. And I'm glad to see, because there's no way you can simulate that in practice. Lepriante Dunn, he was a little loose with the ball, but I thought he ran very hard. Chase Ferris has earned his right to get in there. Taylor Decker's earned his right to get in there, and see some young players. Adolphus Washington is starting to knock that baby look off his face and start playing, and that was good to see. But it's priceless to be able to do that. And we're going to lose all that for that bowl practices. When we're losing minimum of 15 practices, that's not right. I mean, that's going to be hard for us to recoup that. You can't just say those are gone. Somehow you have to recoup them, and that's why I've been going on Sunday so hard with the young players. I'm not going to do it tomorrow, but we'll do it again.
Okay, we're going to make this last question. Tom?
Yeah, Urban, how about the development of Carlos Hyde a little bit from the kid you got when you first came in to the guy now? Yeah, he was kind of a guy that didn't have a great reputation. He's been I'd say our first month together was not pleasant, and I think Coach Straighten and him have developed. He's a genuine guy. I actually have really grown to appreciate who he is as a person. I think the perception of him was incorrect, but that might be the relationship between him and his coach. It's a real unique. They're very close, and there's a great there's good energy in that running back room right now. Really good if you just watch them play, but you also watch their behavior off the field and their academic performance. They're really doing a much better job than they have in the past. Thank you, guys.